Welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I've done a teeny bit of research off camera and come to the conclusion that this Genoharadan quest, it's a fairly sort of dark sidey sort of quest, so maybe not perfectly suited to my nature. However, I think what I will do before I leave this planet is I'm going to talk to the people on this list. So first up, Jolie Bindo. Jolie Bindo.
Got something on your mind, dude?
You mentioned something about your adventuring days.
Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
So you weren't an adventurer?
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
You're just not used to company. Stop being an old... No, but you've already said so much. I'm curious.
I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
I'm not a kid.
So you're not. Fine. Have it your way. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
A Jedi would never be a smuggler.
You're very sure of that, are you? My. You must be very learned and experienced to know so many things. At any rate, I was still a Padawan at the time. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Where did you get the credits for all the supplies?
Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
That's so rude. So you stole it.
Stole is such a harsh word.
Yeah, but it's the right word.
They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once.
That's all it takes.
A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember.
What happened then?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
That was the day you... what?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Your wife? You were married?
You know another way to get a wife? Yes. That's when I met her. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Okay. I'll go talk to Bastila now. Something tells me that it's when we pick up the star maps that we can proceed to the next stage of their quests.
How can I help?
Yes, when we last talked, you said you needed time to think. So?
You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Yes, I think so.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about
Jolie
you
looks like he's
want to.
feeling really
It isn't
awkward.
supposed to be like this.
What is it supposed to be like?
I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
I'm kind of surprised that she's interested in me, seeing as most of the time I ignore her. But maybe that's what she likes. Are you interested in me, or in my ability to use the Force?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
If you have something to say, just say it.
What I've been trying to tell you is that I've reached a decision, but this is not the proper place for this discussion. I think we should have some privacy for this. We can talk about this the next time we return to the Ebon Hawk.
Oh, privacy. Yeah, to be honest, privacy is a good idea. Jolie here, he's a bit of a, Yeah, so I think everybody else we want to talk to is on the Ebon Hawk, so let's return to it. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, jump on board. So, Canderous. Oh. It seems our little stowaway is gone. Oh, the girl. Gone? I saw her sneaking off the ship. I called out to her, but she ran off. I guess she figured it was time to leave. Oh, we have to go after her. It was hard enough discovering her on this little ship. We'll never find her if we have to search an entire planet. But I wouldn't worry about her. She's a survivor, she'll be okay. That might be why she left. Maybe her instincts warned her we were heading for trouble. Trouble she wanted no part of. I think you're reading too much into this. I guess there's nothing more we can do but continue our search for the star maps. I hope things work out. For her and for us. Okay, so that sounds like completed quests. Where is she? Strange stowaway. So I take a chance to learn rather than with us. You doubt your path will ever cross again. All right, presumably I've lost the opportunity to proceed that quest, but hey ho, it's one less thing on the active quest list. Right, Canderous and Juhani I want to talk to in here. Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
Well, it's kind of like a gobstopper of some sort. You know, those ones that change flavors as you suck on them? What happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
No, that's cool. Nothing more for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I like Canderous' stories. They're always so full of action and intrigue. And HK-47, we haven't spoken for a long time.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
I would like to know more about your functionality.
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
I thought you said that removing your restraining bolt would restore your memory.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
So you lied to me?
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. right, Master?
Tell me what you can, then.
Observation. I am sure you are aware of the majority of my skills, Master. I can handle various sorts of heavy weaponry with ease. My physical abilities are well above those of your average meatbag, as are my sensor functions. An assassin, if you would.
An assassin?
Caution, shh, Master. Such a function in a droid is highly illegal.
I won't tell anyone.
Commentary. Good, for I would truly hate to be turned into spare scrap, Master. That would be a waste of my genius engineering. Answer. My assassination functions are currently non-functional, having been deactivated by the meatbag Yukalaka on Tatooine. Were they functional, you as my master would be able to specify a target, and I would operate independently to the best of my ability to terminate it.
Is there any way to reactivate that function?
Answer. Not that I know of, Master. I still possess all my normal combat and stealth abilities, however.
Is there any way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however.
So I can restore your memory?
Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so.
So how do I go about restoring part of your memory?
Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful.
Oh, I'm game. All right, I'd like to try restoring some of your memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Maybe I should quick save before I do this? Yeah, I'll try later.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
Yeah, okay. F4 for the quick save. I am scum.
Statement.
Skip. I'd like to try restoring some of your memory.
Request.
Skip. Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. No! What are you doing, Master? That is my motor core.
Oh.
Stop! Ah! Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere.
Okay, very well. We'll do this later.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
Right, that didn't work. There's no way for me to switch to somebody else and try it, is there? Is there a way to boost my repair skill? I don't know. Anyway, let's leave that for now. Juhani's around here somewhere. Is Juhani in here? Yes, I want to talk to Juhani, because that's in my quest log as well.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
What do you mean?
Those Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting. But to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Damn straight. I do look divine. No, the Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues.
The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
The thing about all these conversations, it gives me plenty of opportunity to drink my cup of tea. I've nearly finished my cup of tea. Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
No, you should not. Such anger can lead to the dark side.
I know. And I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways again. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Perhaps later. Journal entry added. Let's see what the state of the journal is now. Jahani, yep, for now. Oh, HK-47, yeah, that's now a quest. Canderous. Maybe talking to him further will make things more clear. So I could maybe later gain more experience. Experience, eh? Right, let's go talk to Bastila, I think. She normally stays up at the front in the cockpit with Karth. Karth, we haven't spoken for a while. You're not even in my quest
what's
log.
on your mind?
No, never mind.
You got it.
Okay, maybe I've finished all the conversation with Karth I can.
How can I
Bastila.
help?
Do you have something you want to say to me, Bastila?
Yes. I promised you an answer when we reached the Ebon Hawk, didn't I? But I'm afraid you won't like it. We should have some privacy for this.
I won't like it. I don't want to not like it.
You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time you make me feel stronger, more alive.
And I feel more alive when I'm with you.
I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
So I was just a stepping stone to you becoming a master.
Please don't say it like that. You make it sound like I was using you. Don't you realize how difficult this was for me?
This is nothing but an excuse. You're afraid to face your feelings.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
I'm going to stop Malak, Bastila, but I want to do it with you at my side.
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
You don't always have to be strong, Bastila. Give in just this once.
But I can't. Malak will...
While this is probably what I would say in real life given this opportunity. Yeah, why not? Shut up and kiss me, you babbling fool.
Oh my.
Oh, it worked.
We shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
It
we
was
did that
wrong.
apparently.
The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
It faded to black and kissed. It didn't feel wrong to me.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
So that was it. I didn't win her over with my masculine wild. Well, I kind of temporarily did, but I think I may have just made things awkward. Ah, dear. Right, so quest. I think we have to head on to another planet then. Go get another star map. Let's go over to the map. The map, the navigation console, you know. Awkward silences between me and Bastila now, I feel. So we've been to Manaan. We haven't been to Yavin, a small space station orbiting the gas giant Yavin. Been to Dantooine, been to Kashyyyk. Haven't been to Korriban. Been Tatooine. Yavin, small space station. Yeah, let's go check out that. Quite enjoyed my stay on Manaan. It was a bit watery at times. It was very watery at times. It was the best of times. It was the wettest of times. Engage hyper thingy. Zoomph. Spelt Z-E-U-M-P-H. Zoomph.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor.
Wishing I'd gone to Korriban now. Oh, it's so much bigger than us. We don't stand a chance.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment, Karth.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
This is a difficult decision, and I have no way of knowing which is the right one. I'm going to go with this one. Admiral Kareth will be watching the three of us very closely. One of the others is going to have to save us.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
Right, I think Jolie could use the Force to affect their minds. Jolie is awesome.
I don't think I could use my Force powers to convince a whole squadron of troopers to let me go free, but maybe I can use it to get them to take me to a separate cell. They'll probably only leave a single guard to watch over an old man like me. I could use the Force to convince the guard to set me free. Then I could free the rest of you.
That sounds like a good plan. Okay, Jolie, the fate of the crew is in your hands.
Hold on. They're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found an old man in the back. I think we should keep him separate from the others.
Okay, it's all going to plan so far.
And why do you think this old man should be segregated?
I'm not sure, Commander. After speaking with him, I just think we should question him away from the others. I agree, Commander. After speaking with the old man,
will the commander see through the ruse?
Away from the others.
Very well.
Oh,
the
thank
Admiral
goodness.
is probably too busy to bother with this old man anyway. Take him to solitary confinement for interrogation. Report back to me if you learn anything.
Okay. I'm understanding now why the girl wanted to flee the Urban
Hawk. It's been far too
Hawk.
long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak.
It's interesting that Karth and I get clothing that covers us up entirely, but Bastila's in her undies.
From this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
You're wasting your time, Saul. I'll never betray the Jedi.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History? What are you talking about?
You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields.
No, deactivate the torture fields. Turn them off.
Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
My loyalty is as true as Bastila's.
It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about.
No.
The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or
Sick.
give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
Can I just stop this series here? I don't want to go on. I just want to Alt F4. I will not betray the Jedi Order, even to save Bastila.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
I'm really... I don't know what to do. Jedi Academy? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Very well. This is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of
No,
your
he's trying to
former
trick me.
masters.
That's a lie. You're lying. It isn't true.
It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Dantooine have been eradicated, along with any hope of someone coming to rescue you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
I won't betray the Jedi.
Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
Okay, I need to remind myself. This is just a computer game.
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
I don't think I would be able to be this strong in real life. You are... This accomplishes nothing, Saul. We will never betray the Republic.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Oh, I think Bastila's passed out. Well, that's something. At least she's not feeling the pain.
Don't
I'm
try
so
to move
sorry,
too
Bastila.
quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
No one is without hope of redemption, Bastila.
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
Maybe Admiral Kareth was lying.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign.
Or maybe he's lying.
The dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Vendar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Where is Saul Kareth now?
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment.
I'm so sorry, Bastila.
Part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
I'm sorry, Bastila. Watching you suffer tore me apart. No. Saul would have tortured us no matter what I told him.
I've known Admiral Kareth a long time, and I think you're right. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malak arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Jolie busts us out of here before he arrives.
Guard, I need to speak with you.
What do you want, old man? You better not be trying to cause any trouble, or you'll be sorry.
The cell is too drafty. My old bones could catch a chill in here. We don't want that. You better let me out.
Yes, it's too drafty in there. Your old bones might catch a chill. We don't want that. Get out of there.
You shouldn't have let me out, Sonny. That was wrong. Admiral Kareth won't be too happy with you disobeying his orders.
Yes, what I did was wrong.
Oh,
Very
Jolie
wrong.
is
You
owning
deserve
it.
to be locked up in the cell for disobeying orders.
Oh, nice one, Jolie.
Yes, I deserve to be locked up for disobeying orders.
I knew I could count on you, Jolie. Though who are those people there? Oh, they're other prisoners, I guess.
What just happened? What am I doing in here? Damn you, old man. I'll kill you if I ever get out of here.
Then I'll be sure to never let you out. Goodbye, Sonny.
And control has been returned to us. This episode went on a little bit longer than I was expecting. I suppose I was expecting to land on that little Yavin and sort of end about there, but it went on and on. It's 35 minutes long. They're not normally this long. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here and see you in the next episode. Things have taken a very interesting turn, haven't they? Bye-bye.